I'm not going to open the hood and say, let me think. No, I'm not going to think. I'm going to call AAA. I'm going to call a mechanic. I'm going to call a friend that knows how to deal with it. The same thing in Islam. You don't have what it takes to come and think, I'm going to follow this. No, the Hanafi school is wrong. What do you know? What's right and what's wrong? You don't have the knowledge to discredit an opinion from Hanafi school or Shafi'i school or whatever school. Just because you read an article here or there doesn't make you a student of knowledge. If you're a highly decorated student of knowledge, knows Arabic, knows the Quran, knows the Hadith, and can cross-reference and examine different opinions of schools of thought, yes, you can do that. Otherwise, you have to follow not a sect, not a madhab. You have to follow an imam, a trusted individual that you know his religious commitment, that he does not have any weird views, that he's always been consistent, that his knowledge is acceptable. He doesn't have weird opinions that go against the mainstream of Islam. And you should follow him in whatever he tells you. Most likely this individual would be a follower of one of the four main schools of thought. So you follow Bin Baz, you're in good hands. You follow Bin Uthaymeen, you're in excellent hands with the grace of Allah. And the more these are prone to fall into temptation and fitna, the better they are. They're dead. So they're definitely not gonna go for something that suits the highest bidder. The living ones, you never know. I'm a family man. If you push me too far, I just might. So you never know. No, follow those who you can trust and you can believe in, and on the day of judgment you're saved. Allah knows best.
Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Assalamualaikum.
For coming so far. It means a lot. And I love your lectures. So my question is there anything from the Quran and Sunnah that keeps you personally closest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and keeps your intentions pure?
The whole Quran and the Sunnah. Yeah, there isn't anything that stands out. You say, oh, Shaykh, wallahi, this hadith, wallah, this ayah blows my mind, and this is what. No. The whole Quran and Sunnah. And you guys know that we as Muslims, at least we finish the Quran once a month. This is the bare minimum for lazy ones like you and me. Every single lunar month, we accomplish reading the Quran once. Every night, we finish one juz'. This is the bare minimum, as per the hadith of Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, when the Prophet told him, alayhi salatu wasalam, how many times do you read the Quran? He said, I finish it once a night. Every single night, he finishes the Quran from cover to cover. The Prophet said, no, this is too much. Read it once a month. So this is the bare minimum. And if you have time, you can do it in like 20 days, 10 days, 1 week, 3 days, max. I know one of my relatives, with the grace of Allah, she finishes the Quran every 6 days. Out of memory. Meaning she revises 5 juz' every day. And finishes it 6 days, 7th, she starts all over again. So it depends on your strength. So what keeps you close to Allah? Ya akhi, the Quran itself. The beautiful Sunnah. When you read the biography of the Prophet ﷺ, Abdullah ibn Mubarak, may Allah have mercy on him, one of the great scholars of Islam, after Isha, he used to go into his home and close the door. And his students would say, why don't you sit with us? Why don't you mix with us? He said, why would I do that? I'd rather sit with the Prophet ﷺ and his companions. Meaning he locks his door, he takes his books of seerah and of hadith, and he lives with the Prophet ﷺ. This would draw you way closer to Allah Azza wa Jal bi-idhnillah. Wa jazakum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Shaykh. I wanted to ask, what's the difference between the one who leaves the salah on purpose out of ignorance, out of takabbur, and the one who does it out of laziness, according to scholars. Jazakallah khair.
وجزاكم. This is a very, very long